I'm gonna say this. Despite all of Anno 1800's random bugs and quirkiness and the NPCs, I literally want to bash my head against the wall sometimes because they constantly interrupt me. This game is absolutely incredible. It's gorgeous. The textures are gorgeous. The mechanics are incredible. The gameplay is fun and interactive. Constant replayability making even better settlements over time. Which is what we're doing right here in this incredible campaign. And no, I'm not starting with my typical intro. Why? Because I like to keep you guys on your toes. If I do the exact same stuff every single time, it's just gonna become boring, generic, and like everybody else. I'm not like that, okay? I'm gonna be me. And me is very random, so better deal with it. However, I will say this. Normally I save it for the end of my videos. If you are new here, I would very much appreciate it if you consider commenting, and subscribing to this incredible growing community, as I'm very active on here and would definitely love for you to be a part of our incredible community as it continues to grow every single day. If you would do that, I'd be quite penetrated by your kindness. I can guarantee you that I will continue to become a better content creator over time. This is all very new to me. Except, well, I don't know, at this point, like a year in, can I still constitute that as being a year and, you know, still being new to it? Somewhat, yeah, because it's more like the editing for me is the most difficult part. That's what I am learning every single day. Before, I was just like, well, Jesus. Very, very, very nervous to do so. But I hope you all are doing very well today. Let's get on with today's work. First and foremost, I want to show you something really cool. You ready?
Please don't leave your crate unattended, sir.
Look at that. Mwah! Chef's kiss, my guy. Absolutely gorgeous. This is the type of realism I love and enjoy, right? I don't like just having to put the exact same banner down everywhere, okay? This really makes it different for me. Now we know this island specifically is set for New Albion and is under the protection of their Grand Army. Absolutely incredible. Along with the beautiful settlement that we have already begun here. And as you can see, these things are new. I must be very honest with you guys, as I always am. I recorded a little video before, starting this one. And I got about 20-30 minutes in. There are some things that are obviously different, like as you see, more of these soldier households have been upgraded and whatnot. And to be perfectly honest with you, I didn't like it. I did not like my commentary. I was constantly running out of specifically bricks, and I was waiting for those ships to keep going and coming back. They weren't bringing in enough at all, so I was like, no, scrap it. There's one thing I want to guarantee, or let you guys know. Guarantee for me. I'm never going to give you a half-ass product, okay? Because your time is valuable, and you're not here to watch something be just, I'm just going to record something and put it out. No, that's not how I work. I put a lot of work, a lot of dedication, a lot of effort into everything that I'm doing because you guys are worth it. Okay? You're worth it to come here and enjoy what you see. Not just, I'm just going to put down a little road over here and build a building. No, there has to be a reason behind it. If I can't do it, if I'm just sitting here waiting for a freaking ship to go and come back, that's not cool. I'm not going to do that. So I scrapped that, and essentially what I did is I made a whole park or whatnot for the landowners right over here. I replaced every single one of those banners, so now New Albion's banner is pretty much everywhere that I know of. There's a whole bunch over here and over here at all these checkpoints and the gateways. The only place that didn't change was right over here because this is set for Rantian specifically. Now, there is something that I want to talk to you guys about. This is more so for Delta because I thank you also for sending more images for me to go based off of. There are a couple issues with them, and this is something that I did not know. This is what I found out while I was doing the recording. Because the military attention mod is ridiculously awesome, and it really banks into the realism of these particular harbor defenses. Fun fact, they will not fire if they do not have ammunition. And I really like that little flavor. I enjoy that mechanic. The way to make that happen is with these small shell ammunition depots. Now you can also fill them in with small basic ammo, the shells, and the gas, right? So we gotta be mindful of this one because good old Archie. So what you do is you process the shells and then they deliver them to these depots, and then the depots themselves have a radius. And as you can see right here, these artillery emplacements over here are now being provided with shell ammunition, so their damage is going to be really damn good. Like we're talking like really nice. I don't know what the other one is. Oh, it's tilted. Okay. I'm tilted. I don't want to make that one. But that's essentially how that works. The second one that we have here based off your drawings has to be over here, but the ones that you wanted initially to be out in the water over here, that unfortunately will not happen unless you just want it for decoration purposes, and that alone. So what I've done is over here in the Rantian encampment, I have the blueprint set for another small ammunition depot, which will be built up once we get over to building these. But what we've been neglecting is really working on the settlement some more. And what I'd like to do today is start off the episode, excuse me, my voice is going away, by going and zoning a whole bunch of additional territory for us to continue with the homes and whatnot, because they're really important. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a road go all the way up to the wall. I don't know why I got rid of it. And just go and hug the corners, pretty much. The next one over here is I'm going to probably extend the one right up against the wall by an additional tile, because naturally we have to get into this location. The only way to do it is via these gates, which look really badass with the new Albion flag. I'm sorry, banner. It is also a flag. It's this game version of a flag, damn it. And what we were planning on doing is... Oh, I don't want these ones. What we're planning on doing here is we want to try to get as many homes as possible. I've been thinking about how to really navigate this to go based off of the sketches. And I'm thinking, because one thing Delta did mention to me is that even though New Albion is set to be a place of heavy industry and whatnot, it still has a plethora of trees. Trees, dense foliage, stuff like that. And I really like that. I want to keep it. I want to do my best to see what I can do to make sure it's maintained. So what I'm going to do now, at least for the beginning part of this episode, is we're going to go ahead and blueprint a whole bunch of homes. And I am going to make them kind of densely populated, or pocketed right next to each other. Let me go ahead and swap that out. I didn't mean to be on blueprint mode for that one. But the goal is going to be at least this section all the way over to like in here. Probably have to move a couple of these things in order to make this happen. Have a whole bunch of homes set up like so. We would have to get the cemetery over here because that is going over to like that location. There's another cemetery. Where is the other one? Because that one's a lot larger. This one. I think I want to put this guy like... right here, okay, because this radius is going to be pretty substantial. I'm going to go ahead and build it from right now. Flip that around. And then a nice church and or chapel would do wonders here. Let's see. We have this one. We have this church. I want to see which one will work the best here, because it's going to extend the radius based off of this church anyway. So let's cycle through a couple of them. No, no, negative, no, no. I have a feeling that's probably the best one. It fits the vibe. That's my humble opinion, of course. You can tell me if I'm wrong. I didn't mean to put that in the freaking blueprint mode, man. Every time. Go ahead and change this out again.
An explosion in one of your factories.
Guess what, man? You now have to deal with all of this. Yeah, I know, dude. Okay. Really? Yeah, it's great. It's right there. Why are you exploding? I don't know. I don't know. What the hell did you do? I'm not providing you with dynamite. Mad Mary isn't here, so I don't know how the hell that happened. Well, in this regard, I just say deal with it because I have a lot more work to do. You know, this kind of works. Hold on. I'm going to do something like this. And I think, yeah. I like this open area in front of the church, actually, dude.
The fire has been vanquished.
Great, thanks. And I'm in blueprint mode again with these tiles. I don't care. At this point, I just don't care. I'll fix it. I'll just build them all once we have that set. Now, this side, we're gonna have to have, like, the other services as well. So, like, the pub is right here. That will go... Oh, okay, so it's not bad, actually. You know what? Do that. Get back into blueprint. I'll do my best to micro this properly. Wow, okay, that actually works. Hold on, what did I do? That's nice. This is also pretty nice. I like this open area in front of this church. Try to come up with some significance behind this thing. Because that really, it looks like a really cool spot. Right. I think that's a double road right there, right? But it's not, like, even with these. That's why it's throwing me off. Okay. Let's see about doing something like this. I want to make some of the boxes like that. Alright. And then we'll get a long row of homes going to, like, maybe right here. And we'll extend this one. We'll have the two there. I don't want it to look all the same, but I want it to look cool. And then the roads. I need to be careful of this one so it doesn't go into the middle like that. And we'll be doing beautification work in here. So these roads, even though they are, like, really spacious, I'm not going to keep them like this. I'll probably put, like, I don't know, some ornaments and such. Maybe a farmer's market or something in between. Because that's what I really like to do. That's how you really bring in a lot of beautification to this. Now, the other thing is I want to get a couple more of these homes going, and I have enough materials. That's the wrong tool. This is the right one. Let's get these guys going. Really nice. It looks very colonial. I appreciate that. It's very pretty. Very pretty indeed. And this thing is doing really well. I don't think there's a spot of the town that does not have coverage. Because we have the smaller cemetery over there with the chapel, and now we have a church over here, which is...
Boredom turns you onto the bad stuff.
Really? It does? I don't know. I've been bored quite a few times in my life. I've never turned to the bad stuff. Don't turn to the bad stuff. I think I'll put 2 homes there as well. How we're looking on the values? So the water, the fish, the clothes, the horses are fine. Is that just what these guys require?
Every field has its weeds.
And the school. Okay. Well, if that's the case, hold on. I want to build a... Oh, that's the farmer's school. Right. Now I remember. The farmer's school, I think... I don't know. I feel like right here would be a nice spot for it. Let's go. There it is. I constantly forget where this thing is. We'll put the farmer's school right over here. And while I'm getting all these blueprints set up, I want to tell you all kind of a funny story. I think it's funny, and it might be... you might facepalm at what I'm about to tell you, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, for those of you who do not know, I love me a good cup of coffee. Okay? I really do. But the thing about it is, sometimes I'm never really prepared for how powerful the coffee can be. Okay? So, my mother and I went to this place, and she had just recently found it and told me about it, and I was like, hell yeah, I want to go for sure. It's a new coffee place I haven't been to. Abso-freaking-lutely. Why would I say no to this offer, right? First of all, she's buying me coffee. Second, it's my mother buying me coffee. So I'm gonna go. One way or the other, I was gonna find time to go to have some coffee with her. And I must mention, the place was absolutely incredible, right? Beautiful atmosphere. I know I'm on blueprint mode again. Beautiful atmosphere. Whole bunch of, like, incredible food items to choose from. Absolutely beautiful place. And the cappuccino that I got... Dude, don't ruin the moment for me. Don't ruin the moment for me. That's BS. There's plenty of soap here. I don't even... No. Shoo. There was,
Anything else?
Nope.
Then I'll
Yeah, please. Bye-bye. Beautiful, like, incredible food. Like, truly incredible food. And then, like, the cappuccino was absolutely to die for, right? It was one of the best I've ever had. But then something started to happen, okay? My mom and I went to shop for groceries immediately thereafter, and I was feeling some kind of way. You know, like if you have really strong coffee, you get very jittery. Well, that's what happened. I started to get very jittery, and a series of unfortunate events happened in Whole Foods. And for those of you who don't know, I'm in the US, so Whole Foods is a thing over here. It's owned by Amazon. If you're not aware about them, well, hopefully, I'm not sure how to describe them, but they pretty much deliver whatever you want. You buy stuff offline if you didn't know about it, and they will deliver it to your house. And I have a service called Amazon Prime, so if I were to go and shop at Whole Foods, I would be able to get like cool deals and whatnot on specific items and foodstuffs. In this particular situation, they own Whole Foods, so you can use Amazon Prime to get deals on foods and whatnot. And I don't know what the hell happened to me. At that point, I felt like the room started spinning, okay? I felt really jittery, and my mother was like, okay, we need some carrots. I'm like, okay. Go to reach for the carrots, right? And what the hell happens? The freaking water sprinklers just start like drenching me right there, and I have like 2 bunches of carrots in my hand with a bag, and I'm trying to stuff these things into the bag, right? That's not even the worst part of this. Hold on. As this series of unfortunate events is continuing on, the bag rips. There's 1 carrot that's sticking through that bag, and they use the biodegradable bags, which I appreciate. I like, okay, fine, whatever. But in this particular situation, I wanted to strangle them because the damn bag was not allowing me to, first of all, take the carrot back out of it in order to fix the freaking thing. And then 2, I'm like struggling to get all this stuff back in there and figuring out, hey, did I in fact grab 2 bunches of carrots or just 1? Because I wanted to grab 2 originally, and then somehow my brain decided to screw me yet again and be like, no, you instead grab 3. So I was like, well, excuse the language. I say this for historical accuracy. Well, shit, now I don't know what the hell to do. And my mom's just looking at me. She's like, are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm fine. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm just trying to count how many carrots we have in here. She's like, relax. Everything's okay. I'm like, no, I need to see. I need to find this out. I was legitimately having a whole meltdown in the Whole Foods. It was not pretty. It absolutely not pretty. But then she like slowly grabbed the bag from me. This is when I've known my mother. You know, my mother and I are very, very close, right? This is when I know my mother's had enough of me at that point. She slowly grabs the bag and says, stay here. I'm like, okay, all right. I watch her go to one of the
City has grown more beautiful.
one of the employees of Whole Foods, and she's like, excuse me, do you mind cutting the stems from this and just fixing the bag? And I'm just standing there with the cart like, did I really just have that happen to me? Like, it immediately it shocked me that such an instance could have happened, that I had a legitimate freak out over a damn bag and carrots at Whole Foods. When we left there, she's like, that coffee must have done something really major to you, huh? I'm like, you don't know. I mean, the coffee was incredible, right? But I'm like, this is just something else entirely. I've never had a freak out. I've had a freak out before, but never over freaking carrots in Whole Foods. That just takes the cake, man. But I wanted to. Sometimes, like, you guys tell me from time to time you enjoy the stories that I tell because they're either funny or quirky or whatever. So I want to try to do that a little bit more just to bring the personal aspect of things. And naturally, we're just watching me put a whole bunch of blueprints down anyway. So want to try to make it as engaging as possible. And we got another attractiveness level, which means these roads are helping us out considerably with that. Let's get a double path in here. I put you on regular. What the hell? Did I not click it? I probably didn't click it all the way. Let's get this one here, this one there. Right there, right there, right there. And I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the roads. I think that's pretty substantial build. So what we would do over here, this spot is still going to be kept for like the artisan. No, I'm sorry. The workers, farmers and such. And as we continue to go to this way, specifically over into this area, we're going to be having the artisans and engineers. Now, I want your permission. I'm asking you respectfully, asking everybody who watches. Am I allowed to go onto the Grand Gallery and activate Chef Michelle and Master Craftsman Frankie, so that way I can provide them with fur coats and with canned food a little bit more effectively? That fits in with the lore in which I do not want to head towards the New World quite yet. That's uncharted territory. We're not going into La Corona's territory quite yet. So let me know if you all will be cool with that. If not, then I'll be totally fine. Can try to set up an outpost over there as well. I want to take a look at our values because right now, see, the bread is fine. We're getting enough flour in here, so that's great. I'm bringing in coal and iron from Saint-Cyr, and we're good when it comes to the steel, and still good when it comes to the cannons. And I'm going to show you what I did with that in a little bit. We're probably going to need to get some more piggies because they are being used for so many different sources right now. And them just, you know, naturally existing over here, which is not really that great, if I'm being honest with you, because they do really lower the attractiveness of the island that I'm not particularly fond of. I have to put this little piece in there for it to connect up. Another one will probably be good. We won't be able to fit that there. I didn't want to build over on this side, but I guess I will do so for the time being. Let's build 3. Yeah, now it's less attractive. Great. I really want to get this side done. I am really enjoying this very large space. And you know what'll be even cooler? Banner. That actually added a decent amount of attractiveness there, okay? I don't... it just works. You know what? They do have some memorials and such over in this pack. They also have this one, the second memorial. I think, seeing as how this is a very military-esque type settlement, we should utilize this. How about naming this area Military Square? I kind of like that. Or Memorial Square. You want Memorial Square? That would be really cool, I think. And then we'll, on this side, I can put another cannon, but face it this direction. Yeah. That's very cool. I like this area quite a bit. Now I want to build the homes. Get these guys built up. I wanted to go over to here. Let's get these guys built up as well. We haven't really been building a lot of homes. We've been working on the industry quite a bit. And I would like to get back over to the soldiers as well, so we can get their stuff built up a little bit more. Because naturally, I was working on these households, of course. Like, I want these guys built up right now. And I can fix up the way they're shaped. Like, this makes it look so nice, right? This one over here, we need to change it up a bit. I think we can't connect this one. So maybe if I put them at an angle right here, that would be kind of cool. But these guys, I feel like I can connect them up. So let's see. I think with a little bit... You know what? That doesn't look too bad. That looks a lot better. I like that. This one, I fat-fingered. So I'm going to tilt this one over here. Let's go and upgrade these guys. Connect those. There's a little section in the middle for trees. I was playing around with that as well, just to add the realism factor to it. Yeah, I can dig it. I can dig it. Spin this one around. Please tell me you connect up. That's cool. That's really cool. But then these guys are going to be all wonky. That wouldn't make sense. Unless I can get the cool design with this one. It's the one that they're split. There we go. That makes sense. If I can make them connect... One moment. One moment. There we go. That's a lot better. See, that makes it look very natural. Let me take a look-see at all their stuff now. So the bread is the most important thing here. Sausages are still okay. We can expand upon it a little bit now. Their other services are still good too. So like their military uniforms and basic weapons are really, really important to maintain. The flutes, I'm not bringing those in. The tea, I'm kind of thinking we start working on that a little bit. Bread, yeah. I'm thinking we can do that because I did also in that episode that I recorded set up the foreign trading company and set it for the trade licenses over here in order to get like maybe almonds or something like that. So I want to see the tea bags. That's what they would want, but we need to have 1,000 of the modern guys. That's the unlock condition. But we could bring in the almonds, correct? We don't have enough artisans over here to do that. And that's a little bit of a bummer, but I really like the way this building looks right now. And it'll be expanded upon because I know that there are trade agreements going around. Let's get these guys upgraded too. Looking very pretty. If I were to upgrade the farmers, they turn into Pescatarians, I believe. And I'm not going to do that on New Albion because that is not in line with the plan. I'm going to upgrade these guys to workers. And I think what I would want to do is eventually get up into here and start upgrading them to workers. The soap is going to be one of the things we're going to have to work on a little bit more. Yeah, let's put them in here. Let's put 2 more rendering works right over here. And then we're going to need another soap factory. I can position. Oh, wow. That works out perfectly. So we have the soap factory over here. We have the rendering works over here. That should help out considerably with soap production. Because I was initially providing soap to the soldier class as part of their happiness needs. But then I was like, wait a minute. You have 4 items over here. You have the wreck. You have the sanitation facility, care packages, and horses. You're content, so you're not going to be revolting anytime soon. Again, at least I hope not. So why do you need to have the soap? Just keep the soap for everybody else here because they're going to need it in order to actually upgrade, right? That's crucial. That's really crucial. Let's continue with getting the remainder of these farmer households built up. We're going to have a bunch of farmers over here. More than likely, we're going to run into some supply-based issues, but that's okay. That's the state of the game. That's what you have to do, right? And there goes all of our timber for the most part. Now, what are they lacking? That is the wrong thing to click on. Production. Let's go up. So work clothes by far is the one that needs the most help, followed by the clean water, and everything else is looking mighty fine. So work clothes. We will use the textile factories because these things are ridiculously strong, and I enjoy not having to waste a ton of farmer workforce on something that I just genuinely dislike. So 2 of these will probably be fantastic working in here, and I think that would be totally fine. Yeah, but that also cuts into the wool. Let's go ahead and upgrade that a little bit more. Because naturally, these guys are they're doing the best they can. A lot of resources are needed in order to keep New Albion running the way that we want it to. And once we have more trade lanes established with the greater Imperium, we'll be able to bring all that stuff for them. A lot more goods, a lot more services, because naturally, we are starting from the ground up, okay? That's the main problem. Starting from the ground up in a situation like this, where the island has been absolutely ravaged, is very damn difficult. We have to be very careful that we maintain all of our supplies and constantly have them funneled in. Like right now, we are low on timber. And when we're low on timber, there's only one thing to do. Beautification. And there's only one time a day to do this beautification work in. Midday. Because you're actually able to see what the heck you're doing. Right? Right. I think this spot, I know I've gone back to it multiple times, but it's beautiful. I love it that they're walking right in the middle. It's really, really nice. Very, very pleasing. Now, there are things that we need to do with regards to like the middle bits of these guys. What I'm thinking is because I do want to stick to the whole like temperate grove thing and naturally having these trees. Personally, I prefer to put in the mature trees. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna change their base to be the darker shade, and maybe put like one here, one here. One here, one here, one here. Because the way Delta explained it to me, this island still has a plethora of trees and whatnot. And I really want to hold to that because that is part of the design. That is part of the lore of this particular island. So let's do our best to stick to it. Nice. But what I will do is in this spot in the middle, I will get rid of the other trees so I can see exactly what I have put down and what I need to put right behind them. Now, here's a little fun thing I like to do, okay? Bright Harvest, for me, is my favorite pack of all time. Why? It's very simple. And that's not even me just telling you it's simple. It's just simple. It has everything we need to make a beautiful settlement. For example, I love these clotheslines. I want to put down one right there. And the cool thing is, the clotheslines will probably still work with these homes when we upgrade them. We'll have to take a look-see, of course. But I think it's really nice. It's really pleasing to see a couple of these clotheslines over there. And, you know, having these wagons and whatnot just, like, put randomly throughout this little section over here is going to be great. Having the industrial ornaments, too, very, very nice. I think we can put like a swing or two, and we'll have to naturally change its base. And because there are people back here, we'll be able to see them actually utilize these swings. Oh, I had that already corrected. There is also a nice little apple tree that I would like to put over here. I think I should have gone and changed the base for this. But yeah, we have the apple trees right over here, if it'll work with me here. And I'll put some over on that side. Now, to finish it all out, I'm going to just put some regular grass that I'm going to change its color to the darker shade and fill out this whole little central section. Very pretty. So as if this was a woodland area that we built these homes in. Very pretty. Very nice. Now that we have enough timber again over here, I'm going to go ahead and build up the farmer's school.
Perfect. But what is?
Because they're going to want that, and we need to truthfully provide all that stuff to them. I'm going to upgrade these guys to the terrace houses. Nice. Very pretty. From this angle, it looks incredible. I want to go on a little walkthrough here. This is the school. I don't know whether it really fits the same vibe here, but we're going to have a school over on this side. And, you know, it's funny. I always hate putting down those freaking schools. Every time. I think the size of the building or something about it, it just ticks me off, right? And I never do it. But ever since I saw that particular design for the school, I'm in love. I'm truly in love. Like education right over here, we have the school. It's this building. I don't like the look of it. But this one, on the other hand, I think it really fits the new Albion vibe. And because it does, I'm going to get rid of these homes and plop this thing right here. I like this one. Right across on Memorial Square. And naturally, because you're teaching the youth of New Albion, you're going to need banners. You're going to need banners. It's just, it needed. What are these ones? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, you did not do this to me. You did not do this to me. That's... I need a first person POV. Hold on. Excuse me. Holy crap. That's so sick, dude. I love it. I love it so much. I love you guys. Really, I do. This makes me so happy. I'm tearing up right now at your kindness. Truly, I am. I'm not even gonna say the bit. I want you to know how genuine I am. This means the world to me. Really. It might sound like something simple to you. It's really not to me. This just touches my heart in a whole different way. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna keep them right there. I'm not moving them. I refuse. You know what? Because this is like this. I'm gonna build that right there. It's absolutely incredible. It fits perfectly. It's beautiful. Nice. Okay. I think I want to keep these guys. Hold on. I have different building skins, don't I? Yeah, this is crazy. I could put the pirate shack. You want a random pirate shack over here? Yeah, let's totally do that. I feel like I want to change the style of the homes for New Albion, though. That's that one. Are they really going to be pescatarians? Now I have to check. Unhappy? Yeah, okay. And because you're unhappy, get the hell out. Didn't want you anyway. Let's see. I have a feeling that works. I kind of like the colorful skin, if I'm being honest with you. Now, let me see if I remember how to do this. Hold Alt. Okay, yeah, it's the Alt button. Alright, let's see. That's not the correct button. Mother of God. It's, did I read it wrong? I think I read it wrong. Okay, hold on. Let me get back to the colorful skin. I think it's Shift. I believe it's Shift. There we go, it's Shift. Okay. I'm going to change them all to the colorful one. I think that fits their vibe a lot better. Especially going into the terrace houses. Terrace homes. Let's just do all of them. And then I want to pick a good one for these guys. Yeah. Does look kind of... You know what? No, it's really damn colorful. I like it. Very pretty. I don't know what I'm going to do in here. I feel like I want to do something really cool. Well, we're going to need more water. Otherwise, we're going to run out of that. So, where's my pump? What was the other one? I can't put this here. I can put this thing, like, right here, and that would work. I think the next one right here would make a lot of sense. And then probably try to squeeze one in back here. Yeah, how's that looking with the values? Okay, that's good. The fish, on the other hand, not so good. Yeah, have some more fisheries, man. I'm building this long row, and I'm very scared because I don't naturally want to mess with it too much more. Let's just take a look-see. We can go a little bit further. Yeah, I'm gonna build 4 more. Oh, I didn't mean to. God, good lord. Well, no, does that actually? No. I legitimately, I cannot build certain buildings if they look or are positioned a specific way. That's why, like, for 117, I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. I'm more than likely I'm not going to be using the curved roads very much, if at all. I've never been a fan. I never have. Like, Tropico 5 had abundance of those, and I never cared to use them. Okay, so that helped out a lot with the fish, but I'm not going to build upon this fisher, and truth be told, I'm not a big fan of the way it looks either. And this...
I love into this.
Can you change? I didn't authorize that building style. I want that one. Okay. I think over here, I don't have my graphs up right now. I'm kind of going based off memory. I think over here we can put some more fisheries, and you know what? I'm going to go ahead and start that from right now. What I think I will do is we will solidify the routes with regards to the vegetables and whatnot, and then do the replacement input. I think that'll help out considerably. Let's put 2 fisheries. Oh my god. Nope. I refuse. I'll use this one because we have to use the base road for this, and put a warehouse right over here. That way they can deliver it, and we should be good when it comes to the 1 pound fish. Now then, the other thing I was considering is, those are the worker fences, but I'm kind of digging these types of trees in the roads and whatnot. I'm just not sure which ones would be the best. Let me think about that one. These are the pay plazas, don't want that. Ornamental buildings. Yo, what? What, I forgot about these. That one is a cocktail bar. I think I like this one. I like the cafe. Are they actually gonna, like, spawn in? We'll find out, but it fits there perfectly. I like that.
We are welcome it seems.
Oh, you're not happy? What the hell? Oh, because you don't have a pub. My bad. Where am I gonna put that then? Well, let's see. Where the pub at? Do we want the youth of New Albion to learn how to drink at an early age? Probably. We're gonna put the pub right on the other side. Nice. Actually, it really makes this area pop. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's work on some beautification type stuffs here. You know what? I'm kind of digging Old Town for this one. Like, would it make sense to have a random guard tower over here? Probably not, if I'm being real. Wait a minute. Hold on. I have a better idea. I have a much, much better idea. Mobile task force, would you fit in here? No, you won't. But what about the fire station? I think the fire station, the volunteers would. There we go. That's nice. I'll just put 2 of those back to back. Really nice little spot over here. Cool. In the previous episode, I was lacking for bricks. Now in this episode, I am lacking for timber. Isn't that fantastic? And it's more so the ships. I don't have enough of the docks over here for them to constantly deliver it. Who's bringing in what? You're bringing in some timber. That's great. You're bringing in flour and grain, which is desperately needed. I'm gonna... Oh, I need to upgrade to engineers for that one. We will get to engineers on New Albion, I feel. I definitely believe that'll be the case. We have a lot of people here. A lot of people, and they will be able to assist us quite a bit. If we're bringing in all those, you know, technically we should be getting a lot more timber for what this is. I just believe that they're not anywhere close to that. How bad are you? There's 11 seconds. Yeah, you're pretty damn good. You know what? Let me get this warehouse right here, because I would like them to work a little bit more effectively and not have to go to that warehouse in order to deliver them. If they can come here and deliver the timber, it'll be a lot better. The simplicity is very, very pleasing. I do like that a lot. Let's get back to the whole beautification thingy. Let's go into this one. I want to grab another one of those clotheslines and put them right over here. Perhaps a little fountain of sorts in between, like maybe on this side we can have, so like that would fit perfectly. Where's the other fountain? It's a smaller one. There it is. This fountain right over here would do just fine. Right over in that small corner. And then we will have like a memorial statue be like right here. This one, oh, we have room for a gazebo. Awesome. I rarely put down the gazebos. I don't know what's wrong with me. Well, don't answer that. There's many things that are wrong with me. Go and fill those out. This one is kind of on the barren side of things. You know what? Let's... I have to do it. I have to do it, man. You gotta give me this one, at least. Banner. Let's go... What's this one? Yeah, you know, I got this from the Grand Gallery a long time ago, and here, have a random obelisk. I don't know why that thing is just so small. Didn't mean to go into that one. I need to get this and fill that out. We got some more timber in here. It's not crazy amounts, but still something. This area is very empty. What type of stuff can I do here? Well, I feel like we could, first and foremost, well, that's the Navy recruitment office. So before we do anything else, this is, you know, very crucial. First of all, spin the building around. I think that's... Wait, which one's the entrance? I can't tell. Oh, no, this is the entrance right over here. Okay, we need to have New Albion's banner on both sides. Banner. Have those there. And then I think, just based off of the setting... Where the hell am I going? Over here. Sorry. I think just based off the setting, these memorial statues, they really fit in. They really do a good job here. And I'll build a pathway going over to there. I think a gazebo right over on this side, and then heading back over to this pack, maybe... Oh, yeah. Let's have the first memorial over here as well. There are memorial sites across the island, and they are to pretty much honor all of those who gave their lives in the defense of the island during La Corona's initial attack. So I think that really, it builds a whole different vibe, a setting to this place. Like, you just enter into New Albion through the gates here, and you have two memorials right over here with the flag. It's really awesome. I at least I think it's awesome. Let me know what you guys think. And you know what? This episode is also brought to you by Morning Bread. For those of you who know, you know. But for those of you who don't, let me explain it to you. Morning Bread was like the equivalent of our Starbucks in the Expert campaign. Except it would actually taste good. Major shade, I know. But fun fact, I don't like Starbucks. I think it's absolutely disgusting. And yeah, I just refuse to go and get anything from them. Where are those cool trees? I want to put down this red tree right there. I think it works very well with the red on the banners themselves. Very nice little spot there. Probably will move that water tank later on, but it just became a really bustling town. I think over here, we're gonna do this. Is that even? Well, because it's not even, we just have to do this, I guess. No, it would have been. It would have been even, actually. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing. Tell me what I'm doing. I have no clue. Just kidding, I lied. Banner, banner. Whoop. Banner. You know what? I'm gonna make Patrick happy. I'm gonna make Patrick happy. Where are they? Don't tell me I've lost them. No. I remember where they are. There they are. I have to run with the meme. I have to do it. Column. There you go. Banners and columns. Love to see it. I'll probably do the same on the other side. Does that really work? I'll have to revisit that later. But it kind of does. I mean, that area is just really awesome. We have 230 timber in here. I think I would like to continue with upgrading a little bit, and right here is where I want to start off. As we did the beautification work here, I can already tell these from afar need to be changed to the darker shade. No, that already was. Okay. We can upgrade that one to darker shade, upgrade these ones to worker homes. Let's just get these guys over to worker homes. I really want to get into these houses as much as possible to really bring in that colonial vibe. Really. Fish is still good. Work clothes still good. Wonderful. Sausage is a little bit on the lower end of things. Soap is still totally fine. Yeah, looking good. Looking good. So let's get the sausages thing situated. And thanks for explaining to me what was going on with the massive factory over here. This whole thing. I really appreciate it. I was completely... I thought the game was glitching out on me, so I really... Again, appreciate you guys for taking the time to explain if I'm not understanding anything. Because naturally, when I'm recording, a lot of things are going through my mind, and I want to make sure that I keep up with not only like making sure the commentary is indeed engaging for everybody, so you're never bored, but also to make sure I'm doing the right thing, to doing the right particular stuff and buildings and all that. That's not what I wanted to pick up. I wanted to pick up this one because I feel like in these spots, we can just have Temperate Grove and it'll be totally fine. Let's get that there. I don't know if I want to build anything over here, but like right up against the cliffside like this, I know for a fact we're not going to have room. So I'm going to get rid of it in favor of just having Temperate Grove over in that spot. Like you can... The smog, it's insane. Nice. Apparently, these guys also do want a military headquarters. Not this one, a military training academy, but I don't see it here. It probably pops up later on, or maybe as we progress through the citizen tiers later on.
Celebrate your leadership.
Awesome. Hell yeah. So we have 4,000 workers over here. Can you imagine if we have some commuter peers going later on? That would make a lot of sense. We'd have a bunch of workforce to play with. Can we
It's all
upgrade?
how you're born, innit?
Nice, we can. I'm going to do just that. It looks awesome, and I'm going to continue on with it. Yo, that's just sick. That works in this spot so freaking well, man. It's unbelievable. I want to see what it looks like against the church. Yeah, that's the call. That's 100% the call. This is by far the nicest spot of this settlement. I'm sorry. It is. It genuinely is. I hope I have enough for this row. I have just enough. Hell yeah. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I think this settlement is going to turn into one of my favorites. Like, it's definitely well thought out and planned. And then what we're doing with it is really cool. Now, hopefully, I'm following the plan to the letter. We still need to expand the settlement over in this side, and that's what we'll probably do in the next episode when we have our timber back to reasonable levels. But I think let's just, you know, let's try... hold on, where's my brain just shut off for that one. Let me see, where is the next shipment of timber coming in? I don't see them anytime soon, unfortunately. Unless...
Ready for a challenge.
No, that's the coal and the iron. I should truthfully be bringing some more from Xandros itself. What are you doing? What are you bringing?
Permission?
You're bringing wood. Okay, so we are not getting any timber from here, or at least brought in immediately. We can wait to get some of these guys, but they are delivering. Yeah, let's just, you know what? Let's take it easy. Why are we stressing? We don't stress in this household. Yeah, just shrug it off. Just shrug it off, just for a moment. Deep breathing exercises. No, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, easy. Goose fraba. Let's just go for a little walk throughout New Albion. I think it's about time. Going into the end of the day. All right, so walking through the gateway of New Albion, first and foremost, I think I'll just do a little light jog over here. You know, there's a, I don't know if you guys ever played, it's an older game. It's called Simpsons Hit and Run, and every time you play as Homer Simpson, you'll be like, must never run again. We have the training academy over here, so we can get some more sailors to replenish New Albion's ranks. Very beautiful spot. Joining the army, joining the navy. It's going to be really important. And walking through our first set of homes right over in this spot with the beautiful school over to our right, and naturally the incredible market. It's really great to see this settlement come to life once more. Being able to walk through these beautiful streets. Can we click the doggy? Hi, buddy. How are you doing? You happy? Good. Eugene? Can we touch this thing? Nope. Apparently we can't. Oh. Do I know you? Have a great day. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk this way. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Okay, back to the main road. Because we had to avoid the crazy lady. Really pretty. That banner is looking really sick. It fits so well with the vibe of this place. And I know I said vibe a lot in this episode, but I really want to emphasize how much, like, the importance of these banners really bring into the immersion. For me, immersion is everything, okay? If you're not immersed in what you're viewing or what you're doing, it's just not going to be enjoyable, in my opinion. It's just, you're going through the motions. Do you really want to go through the motions in that particular regard? No, that's just... We don't want that in this household. Absolutely not. We want to be innovative. We want to be fun, lively, all that good stuff. Got a lot of the settlement actually built up. Now, the main goal at this point is to expand it into that woodland area to the right, and we should also consider getting the additional goods for our people so we can get them up to, like, artisans and engineers. But I have to see about the whole energy thing that these guys are asking for, the electricity, because I don't have any power plants or such. I might have to keep one side to be the normal artisan homes and engineers, which I could probably do down there to start off. And then once I have some, electricity coming through, then I can probably swap them out little by little. But let's head on into Memorial Square. It's absolutely incredible. I have to be very real here. Channel color wise, with regards to like the emblems, the color schemes, and all that stuff, my favorite color scheme, color combination has always been black gold. So that right now, that banner is really popping to me. Black, gold, white with the emblem of the lion and the crown. Again, chef's kiss. The red also bringing in, so like the Rantian Imperium banners, they're incredible. I love them. They fit so well. Mr. Major's done an incredible job with them to just design and all that stuff. This area is insane. I love it. I love it so much. And you can see the bellows of the industry right over there. And I think if we position ourselves just right, we might be able to see the ones back there too. Yep, you can see them right through those homes. Right through there. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I'm having a blast with this playthrough. I really hope you guys are as well. I know it hasn't been like completely action-packed the entire time, but sometimes it's really important to just take it easy, take it slow, and enjoy what we have here. Because if we rush through it, then our campaign will be over very quickly. Can I have this cat?
Oh, I must write that down.
Can I have this cat?
Oh, that.
No? Okay. I'll probably come and snack the cat later. Let's head over here. Let's go into the industrial district and then into the soldier barracks and headquarters. Again, looking at these incredible banners going through here. Sapphire mentioned that I should have a banner counter. I'm seriously considering it at this point. We already saw this spot. These guys are producing cigarettes, by the way. So, howdy, this one's for you. I cut my BS out. They're getting their cigarettes. They're not enough, of course, but they're getting their cigarettes nonetheless. We will be upgrading all these guys into those buildings soon. Good to see that they're making sure the streets are clean over in here. That's really building morale. And we have the traditional, that one is the original Imperium banner. That one's from the expert campaign. And I figured, like, keep it going the exact same way. That's how we started. Let's keep it going. And, you know, I'm happy for it. I love it. Absolutely, I love it. Let's go over here. Dude, you need some help with that? Maybe put down the gun first and then go and carry that thing. How about that? You know, because apparently... Sorry, it's a rifle. Apparently the rifle is also pretty heavy, but you do you, boo. We have some soldiers here protecting and guarding the entrance to the military headquarters. Absolutely incredible. We have this gentleman having a nice conversation with a cousin of Eugene. I would. Eugene's our Lord and Savior. What is this? 1800 oil. Oh, okay. Well, we're not extracting any of that yet, and I don't know when the hell we're going to, so... yeah, right. So we have a naval officer, or a naval soldier, and a infantryman talking. That's really cool. I love that bit of realism. Can we walk down these streets? Will allow us? Nice. That's explosives. Okay. Yeah. You never know when they'll come in handy.
Oh, it's her greatest work yet.
I think I'm stuck back here. I did want to do some beautification work around here, but I feel like I want to spend a little bit more time with the military location of New Albion. Let's take a look-see at the recreation center up close. Dude, they have so much beer. Yo, can I have this? They're all empty, dude. What the hell? Clean this place up. And make sure you're conforming to the grooming standards, okay? That's important. I love that we can see the church. Oh, no, you're not going to ruin it for me, dude. Not at the end of this episode. Just whatever it is, let it go through. I love that the church is working so well aesthetic-wise with the town itself. It's really incredible. Really incredible. And you know what? As we're continuing to build up, it makes sense that still some of our soldiers are going to be in the tents and the other ones are getting into the actual buildings. It does. I think it really adds more realism in that way too. And we have military police over here. Really important to make sure everyone's, following the law, even themselves, because soldiers, they get rowdy sometimes, as we clearly saw. They decide to have a little bit of a rager, and a little revolt happened, but not that bad. Where are you going, doggo?
Then you'll agree to have your
Woof woof. And then the landowner's territory. I want to imagine, now this is what I'm thinking, that the landowner home, the mansion, whatever you'd like to call it, is actually the location where the Republic's Senate or the Council, whichever, I believe it's the Council, meet to discuss the many changes happening and decisions pertaining to the stability of the realm of New Albion. I think that's how I would roleplay that bit, but you tell me whether that's in fact the plan. But that's all the time we have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Again, I do apologize that there was indeed a episode, but I don't ever want to give you guys a bad product. I want to make sure that you guys are here and enjoying the content every single time you click on the videos, and it's something, and I am someone that you can constantly come back to. Just, forget about what's happening in your life. You need a quick laugh, I got you, boo. Absolutely, I got you. And when my time becomes a little bit better with, not having such a random freaking timing schedule in real life, I'll be around more, guaranteed. You guys are helping me every single day to reach that goal of making this a full-time commitment, and I very much appreciate every single one of you. Quite penetrated by your kindness. Yes, I will say that at this point. But until next time, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, hitting that bell button, sharing it with your friends, and I'll catch you in the next episode, my Rantians.